Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Books with Miss Bazemore for the week of September 14th. My goodness, September 14th. September is moving along quickly, isn't it? Well, it was so wonderful to hear so much feedback and see so much feedback last week from many of you during our discussion of internet safety. I received some wonderful videos and illustrations and sentences from students telling me some things that they learned about internet safety, which is amazing. As I said last week, internet safety is always an important discussion for us to have, but it is especially important right now since so much of what we are doing is online and on our devices. I wanted to share with you some fantastic responses I got from our friends right here at Carolina Beach Elementary through last week's activity. One student said, "Don't share passwords." And that is absolutely right. We do not want to share our passwords with anyone other than our parents or our teacher, because this information can get shared beyond that, and we don't want that to happen. Another friend said, make passwords hard. Absolutely, right? If my name is Miss Bazemore, I don't want to create a password that's Miss Bazemore because somebody could easily guess that. We want our passwords to be difficult, something that someone couldn't guess about us. Someone else said, don't talk to strangers. Now, we've talked a lot about this since we were really little, right? Our parents and our teachers and families have said to us, don't talk to strangers at the park, right? Don't talk to strangers when we're riding our bikes through the neighborhood. But this same rule is very important when we are online. Sometimes there are games that allow us to communicate with people that we can't necessarily see. So before we practice in that type of activity, we want to make sure that we know who we are talking to. Which brings me to another comment that a student said, which I thought was such a great tip. Check and make sure that who you're talking to is actually who they say. So if someone says, this is your buddy Brian from up the road, then this student in particular said you could text Brian and say, hey, Brian, I'm just making sure that you're the one who I'm talking to on my game. What an amazing idea. Very, very helpful, right? Because then we can double check that who we're talking to is who we think it is. Unfortunately, there can be some people out there who aren't always who they say that they are. So those are the people we need to be careful about. Something else that was shared was how important it is to keep our computer clean, meaning free from viruses. So making sure we don't open emails from people we don't know, and again, not talking to strangers. Another thing that someone shared, tell a parent if something doesn't feel right, whether you're playing a game or on a website or in your email or a chat room. Even if you're in a Zoom call, if something doesn't seem right, always tell an adult. Tell a parent or whoever's caring for you that day, or tell a teacher if you're near one. Someone else said, ask first. If it's a website you've never visited before, ask an adult first, right? As your teachers, we are never going to assign something to you that is not appropriate. So you can trust if it comes from your teacher that it's safe. But if it's another website that you come across in a different way, always ask an adult first. Ask if it's okay for you to visit this website and be on this website. It can't hurt, right? If there's a problem, then they're just trying to keep you safe. But if not, then they'll just tell you it's fine and you can continue on. But always ask first. Lastly, that brings me to another comment that a student shared. Parent controls. There are a lot of websites that will allow adults to set controls. It will allow them to tell the website your age and some other information, not really personal information, but information that will help the website know what is appropriate for you. For example, my son likes to go on YouTube Kids, right? As I'm sure many of you do. But I don't want him seeing everything on YouTube Kids because he's only 5 and not all things on YouTube Kids are appropriate for 5-year-olds. So when I go into YouTube Kids, I can tell the website his age, and that makes sure that anything that he's viewing is appropriate for his age. Again, there were so many wonderful responses. These are just a few of them, and you all did an amazing job. Here's what I would like for you to do this week. This week, I would like for you to send me either a picture, an illustration. You can draw it right in Seesaw, or you can do it on paper and take a picture of it. Or you could send me a video if you would like, or you can write me a sentence or a few sentences if you would like using the text tool in Seesaw. However you would like to send it to me is fine. But what I'd like for you to do is I would like for you to tell me one way that you are practicing internet safety this week. So, not just what you've learned, but something that you are actually doing to practice internet safety. If there's more than one thing that you can think of, awesome, okay? But go ahead and send that to me. I will have a part two where you can plug in your response. Again, you can make it whatever you'd like, a drawing, a video, whatever you'd like. So please make sure that you find part two for Books with Miss Bazemore as well. And that will be where you can reply. As always, we've got lots of wonderful read alouds in our virtual library this week. So be sure to check that out as well. All right, boys and girls, I can't wait to hear from you. Have a wonderful week.